All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the camera just turned off and I had to just figure out some backup plans. So I apologize if the visuals just changed a little bit, but we're gonna go back into building out the product page right now. So I believe we just finished up creating this product page. So hopefully you guys could understand the dissection of how a product looks like based off of seeing it from other people. You can see there's a title, the images, the price point, and the last thing that we have to add on is the SKU. So this particular brand Cozy Yard has this SKU. So a SKU is pretty much a stock keeping unit. So a SKU is a way for you to identify a particular item. So this case, you would just put this as a SKU. And then in terms of this GTIN, you want to go ahead and search UP site MD. And this is going to give you an idea of finding that particular SKU by searching it up over here. And so in this case, we don't have it, which is completely okay. Sometimes you'll have it, sometimes you don't. And the point is just for identification. This is just super organized. Back when I first started off e-commerce, I wasn't as organized as this. I was having my categories everywhere, my product types, and everything just wasn't as organized as I am now. So it's good that you guys get to see it from a standpoint of experience rather than just kind of breezing through it. And so now we're just gonna go ahead and finish it back off by going to the rest of the settings, because I believe I got a few of these tackled on. So I believe we were in shipping over here. And so we're gonna go back and create a new profile now. And then we're just gonna do all products. And then we're gonna select the product that we have. So your store doesn't have any products yet. Yes, we do. Just gonna go back. I'm just keeping this, guys, because technical problems come about all the time. And it's completely normal, it's completely okay. And if you need guidance when going through these technical problems, you could apply for our mentorship program, Coaching 101, help you get to $30,000 in a month. Super simple, super straightforward. And why is there no products here? Your store doesn't have any products yet. So let's go back to this over here. And we're gonna go collections. And now a collection is pretty much going to be what this is. So this is barbecue gazebo, single roof. So we'll just copy the collections right now. So we'll make this product. So I'll just go through and just make a few products real quick for you guys to see. So boom, the SKU, which is right over. They don't have it yet, it's okay. Just delete this. All right. So let's just take this. Boom, boom. Add some photos, which is right here. Photo 5. Add upload right over here. There's an issue uploading the media. 1, 2. Sometimes if you fail once, you shall try again, and then it just works. So 1099.9915. So I want to point something out, guys. There's something known as map pricing when it comes to these suppliers, because I know a lot of you guys are coming into thinking, oh, well, how do I handle price wars, or how do I handle the pricing or promotions? So you see, every single supplier will give you a promotion sheet where they'll give you the updated pricings where you have to update it regularly, or you just look whether or not the supplier enforces MAP policy. So what is MAP policy? MAP policy stands for minimum advertising price. It is pretty much the minimum price that an online retailer can go through before they get disqualified. So basically what that means is, let's say the price is $2,099. That means nobody can go below the price point of $2,099. Doesn't matter if you go $298 or $2,097. So the best way for me to explain it is just by going through and showing you a live example of MAP policy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and search up a fireplace. So Modern Flame Redstone 54. So this is a honestly live example that I just pulled up. This is a fireplace brand. And you could see when I searched up this specific one. So you see this supplier enforces MAP, and pretty much every price point of this product is $2,949. This person's undercutting it by adding in the special promotion. Either they're running the promotion they're supposed to and these big retailers aren't, or they're violating MAP policy. So in this case, if I was one of these fireplace e-commerce stores, I would go ahead and report them to my supplier, but I will also check to see if there are any promotions, because you know, they might be the ones that are just on top of their catalog and they're the ones that are pushing in the promotions. So this is an example of MAP policy, and we're just gonna go back into pricing over here because that's very important. Make sure you guys put the cost of unit as well when you guys are going through it. And I'm just gonna continue building this out over here for now. And I'm not gonna put this stuff over here just because I don't want to take up too much time, but I'm still going to. So these were single roof. So I'm gonna put single roof. I'm gonna tag single roof. So you see why I tagged this later, but I'm gonna create one more product now. So I'm gonna go into here, double roof. So now we're gonna add some double roof products over here. And keep in mind, guys, this is just showing you guys how to set up. I do not recommend just copying somebody else because they did work hard on it, and you should have some form of original content in some form of way, whether that's just changing the description a little bit, whether that's by ChatGPTing it. You should remember this quote, okay? This quote is gonna be very important for you, which is, good marketers copy, great marketers steal. So just remember that, because that's a gem. So I'm just gonna go over here, click save, and continue with this by adding in this photo over here. Photo 7, boom, boom. Add the skew. This was canopy and gazebo. I honestly don't even know if this is a gazebo at this point. It definitely is though. No, it's a gazebo. What am I saying? I'm stupid sometimes. That's okay, because I'm still going to teach you how to build a successful high-ticket dropshipping store. So it doesn't matter. Double roof, boom, done. All right, so now we can actually go into collections and you could create a collection. So what you wanna do is we're gonna just model out the collection. So BBQ gazebo over here. So this you could honestly just put through all of them. So you could do the product tag, so that's why the tag was important, or you could do the title. So in this case, I'll just put the title. These are all of the products that are named gazebo. So we'll probably change this as well to just gazebo. So you can see these are all the 3 products that we just created for gazebo. And now we could do BBQ gazebo by going to automate it, and then title is gonna say BBQ. Again, this is just ways to filter out the products. And now we're gonna go and create single roof. So this one we could use the tag over here, single. I think that was a tag. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, so make sure you guys tag it correctly, and then when the tag comes about, it will show up. But let's see, single, nothing shows up as well. Okay, so I messed up a little bit back over here. So which one of these was a single one? Cozyard. I didn't change that either. This is probably the last. No, this was the very first one. This is the BBQ canopy. So just add barbecue over here. Cozyard. This was great. I didn't do it for the other 2. So let's do it. I'm gonna change these, turn these off. And then we're gonna add the tag. This is double roof. And we're gonna change this to Cozyard. So sometimes you do have to go back and just fix through it, but we're just gonna keep this show going on. And we're gonna keep on putting in that work, baby. Let's go. Single. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to collection pages. So before we were doing a single roof, so we're gonna do double, tag, double, and I bet you something's gonna show up here now. Okay, nothing show up. Why has nothing shown up? Product tag is equal to double. Right over here. So that's the single one that just came up, and now the double should have shown up. But maybe we didn't put in the word double, I guess. So we're gonna have to just go back and double check one more time. Yeah, I guess it just didn't go through. How careless of me. Won't happen again. Double, click that, click save. and watch it appear before our very eyes. Didn't work. What is going on, Marcus? What are you doing? Boom. All right, finally. So we just create the collection pages. We create the product pages. These are just sample products. And now we could finally go back into the shipping profiles. So let's go into shipping profiles over here. Right here. All products, no products. Yeah, you see now we have products, huh? Yeah, perfect. All right, so you're gonna click save, and then you're gonna have to create a shipping zone. So for you to create a shipping zone, you're just gonna create United States. So I recommend just doing it in the United States. And then what you could do is create a separate one, but let's just do this one for now. And you're gonna click add rate. Could be quite straightforward. You're gonna create custom, free shipping, and then it'll be free shipping. So if you wanna add in price points, you could based off of conditionals. So you could sort your product by weight, which I showed you before in the product page. You could put the weight, and it could, based off of weight, you could do it by order pricing. But generally speaking, I think free shipping is what most e-commerce stores are doing, including I. So that's gonna be that. And we're just gonna click save and save this profile. So we just create the shipping profile for all products. Now, if you want to sell outside the United States, which I don't know why you might, but just in case you do, we're gonna create an international profile, and then we're gonna add all of these products that we have, and then we're gonna click zone again, and then do international, and then you're gonna select all of these, and then you're gonna search United States again, and then you're just gonna uncheck it. So this is not checked, so perfect. So boom, and then you're gonna click save. And then last thing is you wanna go back into the so this is going to be for your international one, and again you just have to go through here, click add rate, and then custom, free shipping, save. So these are just your shipping rates again, guys. And then we're gonna go back, and then you're gonna go into all products over here, and then you just want to make sure that when you are doing the United States, right, when you are going into US, you are choosing these specific states. I don't even recommend Alaska or Hawaii. If I'm being honest, I don't advertise there because although it is in the United States, it's hard to ship there. So I would just turn those off, and then boom, we have figured out the shipping over here. Now taxes. Taxes is gonna be something you're gonna have to seek with your financial professionals. However, when it comes to taxes, this is what I know. So when you make a charge on Shopify, when you charge a customer for tax, the only time you should be doing that is when they are from your state. So for my case, I'm in New York, so I charge people with New York state tax. That's the only time we collect taxes. Other than that, I don't believe you need to know too much about, but you do have to collect sales tax from your clients from the state you reside in. Everything that I just said is not legal advice. Go seek a financial professional for those. But in this case, what I usually do is I'll go into United States over here, and then I'll go into my specific region. See, they already charge you taxes over here, so you don't even have to worry too much about that. I would just activate it, and then here on, you want to collect tax in regions you're liable in. You have no immediate. You don't have to do too much about this. Don't worry too much about taxes, guys, only because you will get emails and everything once you do go ahead and, you know, make sales, and trust me, that stuff will come. But if you're just not starting high ticket dropshipping or high ticket e-commerce just because of this, that is something you shouldn't lose sleep over, because as long as you just do your due diligence, like once you make money, like you then worry about taxes. So let's just worry about making the money first. So you can enter your sales tax ID over here, and then just fill in some necessary information, and we're just gonna move forward. But pretty much you don't have to worry too much. I've never used Vertex before, and include sales tax. I wouldn't include that. Charge sales tax on shipping. I will only set it up for your state that you reside in. But moving forward into locations over here, this is just where you would manage your inventory and stuff like that. And so when it comes to your address, I recommend using iPostal1. This is a digital mailbox where you could just reference it, and this is the same virtual mailing address that I recommend my students. So you could just sign up and create a address fully onto here to just start having a legitimate address. Gift cards, you don't have to use markets. I've never really seen this before, so I'm not going to touch too much about that. And then apps and settings, we're going to go later into that, and I'll tell you exactly which apps to install and how it works and benefits you, and we'll probably install some of them as well. But we're just going to continue moving forward into domain. So we already connected our domain, gazebosavvy.com, gazebosavvy.com. So boom, we already got this page, which could pull off as a high ticket store already. And believe it or not, this looks pretty good. Like, I like it. I like it so far. So we're gonna continue. Customer events, this is where you add in your pixel, I believe. So for those that don't know what a pixel is a piece of tracking code that you put onto your website to track your visitors, your traffic to your website. Meaning when somebody comes onto your website, you know when they add to cart, you know when they clicked on this page. All of that is being tracked using something known as a pixel. And in this case, we're not gonna add any pixels here because we're gonna do it directly onto our Google Ads side. So we're just gonna skip this for now. Brand, I believe you just put in all of your logos and all of your colors. So you could just take your time and add in your information over here, which is quite straightforward. Notifications, I wouldn't touch too much for now, and they are preset. We don't have to do anything over here except for the policies that we have to check upon. Policy pages, which we'll go over in the next module. Languages, you can just choose the language that you use, but English by default is good. Store activity log, nothing too crazy here. So that is pretty much it when it comes to settings of Shopify. And let's go back into the Notion board and see if we need to touch upon anything else. So now that we have created our product page, let's just go over and go through this Notion board just to make sure that I didn't lose anything or lose you guys in any form of the way. So I'm just going through. And by the way, guys, if you want access to this Notion, just let me know and I'll send it over to you. And so we just have to create some pages onto our store, which is the policy sides. And then we're just gonna add another demo product. We're gonna install our 1-800 number and we're almost good to go. So let's just continue finishing and cranking this out. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go into creating our store policies. So for those that are wondering about the legal ramifications of your Shopify store, under the policy section, you're gonna actually input all of the policies. Now, I know you guys might be wondering, oh my God, Marcus, like, I don't know how to set up policies. So do not fret, I am here to save the day. Peak Flow, we're freaking here for you guys. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna go onto the policy side and we're gonna click create from template. So we can actually use this template that Shopify generates for us. And so the only thing that's left is going to be the contact information, which I don't recommend you adding like that over here. And it's only required for selling in the EU, so you don't have to do that. But you will need a shipping policy. This is gonna be your terms of service. You will need a privacy policy, which you can click create like this. And then now all you have to do is click save. So there was one thing that I did forget, which is why I was going back into the Notion board, which is creating our Shopify email accounts. So I didn't go into this before because I was wondering on the store name and everything, but now is the time for us to go ahead and create this Gmail account so that we could input it and put it all into here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this over here, going back into gazebo.com, and then we're gonna go into Google and we're gonna search G Suite. So G Suite is our Google Workspace, and this is exactly how we get started. We're gonna click Get Started. We're gonna enter our business name, so it's Gazebo Savvy. It's 2 to 9. Next, Marcus Lamb, current address, gazebozenith@gmail.com. Next, does your business have a domain? Yes, I have one. I wanna use it, gazebosavvy.com. And click next. This domain hasn't been purchased yet. www.gazebosavvy.com. Okay, so this probably is just because it's still new. So I'm gonna have to wait right now. Gazebo Savvy, did I spell it correctly? Just confirm and just double check. Yeah, so this website is working correctly. So the domain might just be too new for me to, it works now, guys. Talk about persistency, guys. This is a live example of just persistent action and just trying things. You guys seen how I was setting the stores up. Like, I don't know it all. Like, you just have to go back and get into it and try again and try again and try again, and then you will figure it out, guys. So I'm here to tell you guys, like, I'm not perfect either. I totally understand where you guys have been, and hopefully this just gives you a live demonstration of like just how it is. This is how it looks like, guys, in the back end. Sometimes you don't think every dropship guru doing this, everything is perfect at first, right? Like, we all make mistakes. We all forget a button or two. So this is a funny verification because I just clicked all of them And I guess I was wrong. Okay, agree and continue. So now we actually created our support email at gazebosavvy.com. We're gonna click save. And then now we just created our email for the domain. Quite straightforward, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and check out now. I believe they have a plan. So we recommend try free for 14 days. So I'll just click agree and continue. And now I have to enter my information. Lovely. All right, guys, so I just entered in my information, and so now we're able to check out into our Google email account. So we're just gonna click I understand over here, and now we will be redirected into the admin console page for our G Suite account. Just gonna X all of this stuff out. Now we have to protect our name, create new users. So what you guys could do is you're just gonna click home over here, and then you're just gonna click users. And to connect with your verifier domain, so we're just gonna verify our domain. And let's verify right now. Next, protect your domain. I'm ready to protect my domain. Sign into your account on Namecheap. We're gonna click manage button. So a lot of these times, guys, I really just be following the instructions too, and just looking at it and just taking it one by one. And that's how you have to do it sometimes. Like, sometimes you just have to just sit down and just read and just look at things and just like, all right, click the manage button and click the advanced DNS. Then we're gonna be here. Go to step 2. So I could go over here. So I'm just gonna go onto this manage. So that's where I was at before. And what I'm gonna do, just like you guys are probably experiencing, this all looks like a whole lot of just technical stuff that I don't really know, but I do know this. So we're gonna fill out this form, right? So this says add new record button, text record, text value. So we're gonna add this. We're gonna click, I believe, text. Then we're gonna add this. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I guess so. At. Don't change any other settings. Boom. Okay, so I just did that. Now we're gonna click save and protect domain. So verification in process is gonna take about 5 minutes to verify. So we'll just let that verify. And then other than that, we're gonna click refresh this page so that notification bubble is still here, which is understandable because I'm 5 minutes away. And you're gonna click manage. And then from here on, you could actually create your support emails. So you can click add new user. I'm not gonna do it because it adds more to the payment plan, but you could, what you wanna do is you wanna do wholesale and then you wanna do your name. So that is why I have it in the Notion document. So you wanna put, Marcus, support, and wholesale. So originally I was gonna do like gazebolighting.com, which I don't even know if there's a gazebo lighting. It was just a random name because I didn't come up with a name yet until, we went on and did it live together. So pretty much you just wanna create your support email for customers, wholesale email so that you can use it to talk to suppliers, and then your CEO email. So that's gonna be like your email. All right, so that's the point of this. So you wanna add the users over here. And then other than that, this should have been done. So it's protected, click continue. And now I just verified it. And now we're just gonna create new users, like I said, and then you're gonna activate the Gmail. So we're just gonna activate, I'm ready to activate Gmail. So I'm not gonna go all the way into it, but pretty much you activate it, and then on you'll be able to receive and talk to emails from people over here. So that's gonna be how it works. So I'm just gonna use this email now for my policy pages and all that stuff, which is what we were doing in the very first place. So let's go back into settings over here, into the policy pages, and we're gonna go ahead and replace this. So gazebo zenith 5 times. 1, 2, oh my lord, I couldn't just copy it. Okay, 3. I see you. I'm almost there. I see you. Boom. Boom. Save. So that's no more of here. And then I'm pretty sure we're good over here. So let's just try one more time. Yeah, so there's no more of these, so that's good. And then we're just gonna go back into the policy pages. And what we're gonna do is we're going to draft up our shipping policy. So if you guys are wondering how we're gonna do the shipping policy, don't worry, I already have all of these pages created in the past. Like we already have templates, and this, yeah, give shout out to Trevor, because Trevor actually gave us the luxury to share it with his. So he used the store Medical Direct. So pretty much we're just gonna copy this shipping template and we're gonna put it back onto here. And then we're gonna change all of the items over here from medical to support at gazebosavvy.com. No more medical. Contact info you can create from template, and then Gazebo Savvy. This should be your iPostal 1 address. Oh, we don't even need it. Oh, I forgot. We don't need this. So, boom. So this is how you should do your pages over here. What you want to do once you have these pages live is you want to go into pages like this over here. You got to do it again one more time. So we're going to go and click the add pages, and we're just going to go into and create the shipping page. So boom. So make sure this is changed. So we have the shipping page. Now we have to go into the rest of the pages, which is the price match guarantee. We have the shipping policy already. Returns and refunds, that's huge. So go to here, add page. So these pages are going to be the pages where you put in your necessary information. So we're just gonna have to change through this, support at gazebosavvy.com. So we're gonna have to go through this a few times, which is okay. Change as much, and please guys go through it before you go ahead and just do anything. Just like read through it and just make sure all of the information is correct. Okay, and just like make sure this number is good. Just gonna click save, and then we're almost there. We have to do privacy, terms of service, contact us, price match. So just for time's sake, I'm not going to change the names over here, just so you guys could just kind of get the whole gist of it. But the privacy policy you could use, or you could just use from the template that you just created. So I'm going to go back into settings over here, because I believe Shopify's do be rewriting and just updating the privacy policies and the terms and conditions. So that's always a good thing that you could just reference off of. So this is the privacy policy. So you just have to go through all of this setup over here. We're almost there. So do not fret. This is the grind. All right. So terms of service, pages over here, add page, terms of service. So this is going to be very nice, because once we have this, we could go ahead and get started with everything else. So you'll see that there are blog posts that you could do. You could write blog posts and just write your articles. So same concept, just title, content, add any photos you want, and you'll have a blog. So I'm not going to go too crazy into that, but it's very important for us to look at our store right now, because we have to make some changes. So gazebosavvy.com. We're gonna have to change this, home, catalog, contact. So how we do that, this is known as a menu bar. It's a navigation bar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna search over here, and then we're gonna add shipping. We're gonna add our shipping page, which is right over here. We're gonna add our return and refund. We're gonna add our returns page, right over here. And then we'll add our price match guarantee. So search for price, page, price match, just like that. And then what we can actually do over here is we could redirect this to a collection. So this could come into, oops, what am I writing? Collection. I'm gonna put gazebo under collections. We'll just do this one. And then what we could actually do is add menu item. Remember barbecue gazebo. So we're gonna put barbecue over here, collections, barbecue gazebo. We're gonna add in single gazebo, single, collection page, single, save. We're gonna click double gazebo over here. We're gonna do double. And then we're gonna move it into over here. So you can actually just move it and you'll see how this goes and this looks like. Whoops. Boom. Just like that. You're gonna click save. And now if we refresh the page, we should have this. Boom. So catalog, and now you'll see these are all the different collections, and you can see it goes into this product. It's looking amazing right now. Double gazebo, single gazebo, contact us page is quite straightforward. Shipping page we already have looking like this. Returns and refunds page, you have to change some things. You just have to change certain wordings. Price match guarantee, we already have it. Home, looking good, looking good. And then blog posts if you want some blog posts in the future. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the settings now, and I'm going to change the announcement bar. So we'll just do gazebo paradise. Find the best gazebo deals here. Price match guaranteed. Something like that. So you just click save, and now you have an announcement. You have these shipping pages, and then what you want to do is on the bottom over here. Okay, these came out well, but they're on repeat, and so you can just look at what other people in the space are doing. So I'm gonna search gazebo over here. I'm gonna click shopping. I'm gonna go and look for a competitor for us to reference off of and just see how they're doing it. So you can see this is another store very similar to ours, and you just go down over here and see they have this stuff, then they have this stuff, and then about the shop. All right, so let's just bang this out together. All right, so, okay, social media accounts right here, hide that. So main menu. Okay, so what do they have? About shipping, boom, customer service. So this is how you guys go about creating it, all right? So right now, the menu that we have created, if you click change menu, we have this menu and we have this menu. So how you want to change this and how you go about this is you want to go into navigation, and you see you have the main menu and the footer menu. So if I want to go over here, I'm going to click new menu. We'll do customer service and click add menu item, contact us, FAQ, contact us. I'm just going to put random links here, guys. No, I'm not going to put random links here. This we already have. So we have a contact us page that you could put over here, right over here. You could put FAQ. I did not create a FAQ, so we'll just use this. And then blog wholesale track order. So I don't have too much of this stuff. So I'll just go ahead and I'll just put the pages that I have, price match guarantee. And I'll probably do, that's it. Don't gotta go too crazy. So that will be good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back into my theme over here, and I'm gonna go onto the bottom footer. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this again. I guess it didn't save. So just go back over here, unhide this. I'm gonna unhide this. I'm gonna change this one into the customer service menu, which is this. No, that is not what I wanted. Main menu, I'm changing this. So boom. Clean, pristine, looking good. So boom, this is how we do it. Now for this, you're gonna have to connect this with your Klaviyo account. So we'll set that up in the future with email. But right now, this is how the store looks like. If we go to gazebo.com, gazebosavvy.com, I'm just gonna go through it. The catalog, you have these collection pages. Each of these collection pages goes through to your product. And it's very important that you put your vendor, because when you have your vendor, it'll go straight into your vendor over here. It's important for you to have a SKU because you'll see the SKU. Usually you'll see the SKU over here as well. This is the description, and these are recently viewed. This looks good over here. All right, so we're just gonna go back into the Notion doc to see if there's anything else that we missed. So we created the product page, the collection page. We just added these pages all over here. And the last thing to do is to add demo products. So I kind of just added some products just to show you guys how to add products. I'm gonna go over quickly what kind of products to add. So when you first set up Google, you want to make sure that the products that you choose are very selected. So you could either go on AliExpress to find some high ticket products that have really good images. You could add 3 products from your cell phone, and this is used to be approved on Merchant Center. I find that the 3 products that you take works best. So this is an example of how it looks like. Literally, you just find some products that you could put and just try to just put it up there, because that's just gonna help with getting approved. And once you get approved, you could then change your product and images and everything. But you want to stay away from TVs, books, electronics, digital products, health supplements, and beauty essentials. Do not go for those, and try not to sell just generic no branded products. Try to not put the brand names in the title as well. These are some of the tips that we have when it comes to adding demo products to your store. But this demo product phase is just so that we could get approved for the Google Merchant Center, which I will explain a little bit more about, but I will give you a general synopsis of how it works. So basically, for you to run ads on Google, you need to connect your Shopify store to the Google Merchant Center. It is the merchant middleman between your Google ads and your Shopify account. And so this Merchant Center is what's stopping you from advertising on Google, and Merchant Center is what's going to go through your web page, crawl through, see if it's scammy or not. And the reason I do that is because there were lots of scams on Google Shopping in the past. And so this is just one layer of protection, not only just for Google, but for the customers that are on Google. It's just to verify that everybody that's on Google Shopping is legitimate, which is fine, because if you did what you're supposed to and you followed the modules step by step, you should have an LLC already. You should have your store formation. You should have all of the necessary legal entities ready so that you could just properly go into the situation. So you use Google Merchant Center to connect your Google ads with your Shopify store, and then you use Google Analytics to track everything. Remember I told you about the pixel and everything? So you use Google Analytics to track all of that data that's coming into the traffic of your website. If you guys haven't watched the previous modules in the past, I go in depth on the terms and the terminology used. So I just use some terminology, so hopefully you guys understood that. Moving forward, some examples of AliExpress, Alibaba high ticket products. You guys might be wondering, it's like, what are you talking about, Marcus? How do you find, like, you're the one that always is not nice to, you know, Alibaba users and people on AliExpress, but you could actually go like this and you could find examples. I don't recommend this, but this is a great way for you to find high ticket products. You go onto Alibaba, and then price, you could just do like 5,000. And then what you'll end up seeing is you'll see a lot of these products that you could probably put up. You see, these are good examples of potential products that you could put up. Again, with the Google Merchant Center, it's very hit or miss. Like, it's very hard for me to tell you exactly what photos to put up. However, this is a good start. You can also take photos on your cell phone of different products. But before you go and apply to suppliers, you need a demo site. You need a demo website to pretty much close suppliers. You need websites. You need products to show that you're a legitimate website. And so if you don't have any products, you could start by just applying and using these photos. Of course, you're gonna have to remove like the white things on the background, and just, you can import these in. I'll show you guys exactly how to import like this photo in and what I would do. So like, I would go like this. I would create the product. So I'll go back into products over here. I'll click add product. I would say it's Orient Gazebo Aluminum Pergola. I spelled aluminum wrong. Hope I spelled that right. Aluminum. And then you could go and write the sizing if they have. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, but basically you can add the photo, add the title, slap a name on here, put the price point, and then go about it. Now again, when I say don't put the brand name, it's for the Merchant Center. So it's very, I know, contradicting, because you need suppliers to apply for the dealer programs, but you also need to have the right products to apply to the Merchant Center. So it is what it is. I recommend first getting approved for the Merchant Center. However, you could also just start off by having some demo products, by getting some sample suppliers, whether that's over here, where that is whatever you might have to onboard some demo product suppliers. But questions like these, we'll tackle more in our one-on-one mentorship program, but these are pretty much what you have to do. Just either take photos to get approved, or you could upload some really good looking products from here. You want to stay away from this, and you just want to get your merchant center approved. That's basically it. And now we're going to finish it off by setting up our 1-800 number and our live chat. And so this is how we do it. Basically, our 1-800 number could be used either Grasshopper or OpenPhone. Now, in Trevor's course, he recommends OpenPhone, but like I said in the very beginning of the video, there are more ways to the top of the mountain than just one. So I started off using Grasshopper. Now we both use the PeakFlow CRM, which is exclusive to our students inside the one-on-one mentorship community only. It's pretty much our high-ticket dropshipping software where we connect our phone and the live chats all together, all organized to just centralize your business. And it's something you need once you do have a high-ticket e-commerce store. So I highly recommend you to enroll in our program so that you can get exclusive access to this CRM. But pretty much, we're just gonna go ahead and sign up for the Grasshopper number right now and just get a 1-800 number for our store. Now, keep in mind, this works for any business. You could literally just come on here and just get your 1-800 number. So 1-800 flowers. So I'll just do 555-0192. Just see if there's a number like that. Get a randomly generated number. Click this. You're gonna choose a plan, build monthly. You can just start off with the basic one and then just go like that. And then now you have to put your emails, support@gazebosavvy.com. We're gonna enter our password. We're gonna put our name. How do we hear about us? Customer. All right. Okay, so just like that, guys, we just got our account into Grasshopper. So now we're just gonna go and log in, and this is how it's gonna look like. Now, keep in mind, you guys could use either OpenPhone or you guys could use Grasshopper. Both of them will work. It's just a matter of preference. It was like the domain thing. You could use any of these. And so now you're set up with your 1-800 number. And then what you could do is you could add any additional number, but this is our 1-800 number. And then in terms of where it's gonna forward to, you're just gonna click settings, and then you'll see all of the information here. Okay, so now in terms of how it adds on or how it connects to your account, I believe you just click get started. You're just gonna register your number. So you have to register all of your information and just fill in this information out because there are certain privacies that you're gonna have to do. And in order to bypass using a 1-800 number, basically, you're just gonna click edit, and then you're gonna choose over here. All right, so a few things I wanna go over when it comes to Grasshopper. You could actually change your greeting. So when somebody calls, it'll have like that first message, that greeting. You could change it based off of just clicking change here and then creating a new greeting. You could listen to the default one.
Thank you for calling. To speak to our...
Yeah, so this is the default one. And then you could just click change greeting. You could play around with the greetings, but that's how you do the greetings. And then the users in the future, when you do have and hire like a sales team, you could give them their information, and then they'll have SMS access or whatever extension access, whether that be the extension 1, extension 2, and stuff like that. All right, so now we have to go ahead and connect the phone number to the extension. So basically, when someone calls, you're gonna get hit with the greeting message, and then it's gonna direct to this number over here. So you wanna go ahead and change that to your personal number, and then you could choose the options. How should it handle when it picks up? Do you want to be connected as soon as you pick up? Do you want to ask their name and then tell you? Do you want to have an announcement before? I just stick with the default option, nothing too crazy. And then you can also set your schedules in which you want to have it call you. And then when you want to make any lines and any additional extensions, you just go into users, and then you could add the user in. But most importantly, you could add in other lines. I believe it's on extensions. Actually, it's probably on extensions. You're gonna have to play around with the software, but it's quite straightforward. If you want to make more extensions, just add an extension. You can add an extension. And if you want to add people, you go to users. And then if you want to change the greeting or the voicemail in the very beginning, you use this. And that is pretty much it. You just base it off of this Grasshopper plan, and that is it for Grasshopper. And then you can either use OpenPhone, which Trevor goes into detail with that. And pretty much once you do get into the groove of high ticket e-commerce, you could transition to our CRM and use that software. But right now, Again, we're now going to install the live chat. And so live chat, I recommend using either Tidio or Chatra. Again, there's more than one way to the top of the mountain. So Trevor used Chatra originally and I used Tidio. And now we're just going to create an account for Tidio. So if you guys want access to the OpenPhone one, just go ahead and check out his course and he's gonna have that for you to look at. So it's good that we just cover up all areas so that there's no way that you can't do it. So I just signed up for an account and I'm just gonna put in my account like this and just fill in the necessary information. Just click next. And you don't really have to answer this. So we're just gonna go through it. Shopify though. Next, just playing around. I'm not playing around within 1 month. Actually, as soon as possible. All right, offer live support, let's go. So now we have our account like this. And this is awesome because now we're gonna click install live chat. We're gonna click continue. Shopify, gazebo savvy.myshopify.com. See if that works. It doesn't work, darn it. Okay, so for you to find out the domain that you wanna use, you're gonna go over here and you're gonna go into domains like this. And you could see this is the actual one. So it's this. And then I believe you could change it. I'm not sure if you could change it or not, but I'm gonna go into here. Okay, so we're gonna go back into here and then we're gonna click install the widget. I don't know why I got bounced off of it, but we're gonna click connect Shopify. And then you're gonna just do it like this. You're gonna click connect Shopify and then it's gonna direct you into here, which is Gazebo Savvy. You can click install and boom, you just integrated live chat with your Shopify account. And then what you're gonna do, Tidio is not visible to your customers, complete setup. So we're gonna go into Shopify theme editor. And again, a lot of it, guys, is just instructions. And then we just have to read it and see how it goes. So the website is not visible. You need to turn on your Shopify theme and make changes. It's simple, it takes only 2 seconds. Go to Shopify editor. Oh, they turn it on for you. You just have to click save. And now boom, I have live chat over here. And then I have my phone number as well. All right, so now we are back into our Grasshopper extension. So again, you could just plug this number in. And remember, you guys are gonna have to go through some SMS compliance and register your toll-free number. So all of the information is over here. And so for you to register, it's really just going to check upon your EIN and your business settings and what you're doing this for. So just go ahead and just fill in the necessary information over there and you get started. But we pretty much have our 1-800 number, which is this, and then we have our live chat installed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the Gazebo website again, and we're just gonna plug in our number. So where was our number before? What you can actually do is go back over here and then go to pages and then go to contact us, call us, live chat us, email support@gazebosavvy.com. And then what you want to do is you want to just go back into the previous settings where we had and just fill in the phone numbers.